Welcome to my Titanic Passenger Profile Series. How could a man survive one of the worst shipwrecks of the 19th century, only to step directly into history's most famous maritime disaster 40 years later? 71-year-old Ramon Artagaveytia was a distinguished, wealthy businessman from Uruguay, returning home after a long visit to Europe. In 1871, he had narrowly escaped death during the fiery sinking of the ship America, an event that left him with deep, lifelong trauma of the sea. For decades, the terrifying memories kept him grounded, but the promise of an unsinkable floating palace finally convinced him to cross the ocean once more. He boarded the Titanic at Shipwreck as a first-class passenger, holding ticket number PC 17609, which cost £49 and 13 shillings. Ramon occupied cabin C-124, a luxurious stateroom where he wrote a final letter to his cousin, praising the ship's massive size and absolute security. He wrote that standing on the deck of the Titanic made him feel as though he were in the middle of a peaceful, well-protected city. On the night of April 14th, that fragile sense of security vanished forever when a cold shudder ran through the length of the great ship. Ramon rushed from his cabin to the deck, where he met fellow Uruguayan passenger Francisco Corrao and looked out into the freezing night. As the crew began preparing the lifeboats, Ramon's past trauma paralyzed him, making him deeply skeptical of the small, fragile wooden craft. While others panicked, he remained calm but refused to board the early boats, reassured by an officer who insisted the ship would float for days. He stood on the tilting deck alongside his companion, watching the glowing palace slowly succumb to the dark, relentless pull of the Atlantic. When the final plunge came, Ramon was cast into the sub-zero waters, his second encounter with a sinking ship proving to be his last. His body was later recovered by the rescue ship Mackay Bennett, listed as casualty number 22, wearing his fine clothes and carrying his personal effects. Ramon was returned to his homeland and laid to rest in the central cemetery of Montevideo, a tragic symbol of a destiny that could not be escaped. His story remains a haunting reminder of the psychological scars carried by passengers, and how easily history can repeat itself in the dark. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my Titanic Passenger Profile series. Stay tuned for my next video.